recording. So we're gonna run through Surf Rocket Racers first heats again here, as I get a feel for you know, how to play the game again. I think we got to the second heats last time we played this, and we couldn't get by that. Oh, there's like different views here. We had to go faster. There's like a way. Dang it. Oh, I think you hold forward. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're cruising. Yeah, man, Wave Race. We're being so much better than these. It's the one on GameCube I have. This game's not bad, you know. For Dreamcast, if you want that Wave Race feeling, you can get something like this. I think there's Hydro Thunder is another like water-based racing game. I never played that one though. But this is a really cheap game too, so it's like you won't be paying much for this. I think I paid $8 for this game. Come on, let's pass Kate. Move it! Come on, Ryan. I know you can do better than this. Checkpoint. Yeah, that, and you gotta get checkpoints too. So not only do you gotta beat the other racers, you gotta get those checkpoints. The tracks are really nice in this game too. They're really good to look at. But they get really hard. Then there's Splashdown on PS2, which is really good too. I like that game. Oh man, a new Wave Race would be killer. Pilot Wings, I never played those. But man, Wave Race, a new one, like that's just another franchise that they could just bang out. And it would be awesome. Like F-Zero and Wave Race, like come on. Where's our new F-Zero game? Alright, I gotta run. That was terrible. So we're getting a feel for this. So I only played this game once before, so. Alright, Bahamas Short. We retry. But the Dreamcast is full of like fun, arcadey-like games like this that are just, you know, put them in and just have a good time. So I love the Dreamcast. There's only 2 Wave Race games, like, absurd that they didn't make more. Like, they're banking with the Switch, all the sales they're doing with that system and the games, and they're putting out tons of great games, tons and tons of great games, bringing back lots of good series, and just think, if they were to, like, make F-Zero and Wave Race too, I think the Switch also needs like a brand new Mario Kart, because like they've been living off the Mario Kart 8 for so long. They need a brand new Mario Kart. Like give Switch its own Mario Kart to separate it from the Wii U one. There we go, Ryan's cruising now. Behind us there. Soul Calibur, Crazy Taxi, Bass Fishing, and you can get drunk and high while playing arcade quality games. Exactly. You know, you take some shots, you have a good time. McTroll says not sure if that will happen. What's up, McTroll? Nice to see you again. Oh, the new games. Yeah, I don't know if they'll ever bring back some of these series. Who knows? One can hope though. Although I never thought they were going to bring back Mario Strikers, and look at that. They brought that back with a bang. Super good. In fact, I might end the stream by playing some of those Strikers Club matches later, guys, to get some more points for our team online. But yeah, it's like, oh shoot. But Nintendo has some really, really quality franchises that they're just sitting on, that people would love to play again. I mean, a new F-Zero would sell big time. Like, people would be all about F-Zero, because it's been since the GameCube that they released one of those. GX, which is arguably the best F-Zero, but they're all good. I don't have the Super Nintendo one. I have the N64 and the GameCube F-Zero. One day we'll stream those too. Let's finish first. Nice, nice. Ryan's speed's pretty good, but it doesn't feel like he's going that fast. Oh, look at Kate blowing by me here. When you go up jumps, you lose a lot of acceleration. There we go. See, if it was like at the end of the year, then it'd be maybe 1 to 2 years for development. At that point, maybe looking at a next-gen Nintendo console. Yeah. I mean, how does Nintendo follow up the Switch too? Like, it's just an amazing system. Arguably the best Nintendo system ever made is the Switch. Just arguably. I mean, obviously you have nostalgic purposes for the other ones, but when you look at like the sheer library and the technical feat of what the Switch does, you can't really argue it. I mean, is it my favorite Nintendo system? No, because I think the N64 always will be, but the Switch is so good. Like, how does Nintendo follow that up? They're gonna have to do a system that's as powerful as the Xbox and the PlayStation, so it can run these really nice looking games, and then they can make games like Zelda and Mario with like ray tracing in them if they want, but I don't know. Nintendo's always been good at the cartoony stuff, so I don't think it'll be as powerful as those other systems. And now we have Rome next. Story about Code Veronica. Alright, let's hear this. Bought that game day one, and my Dreamcast dies, and me and my buddy were going to beat it over one weekend. So on the way out of town, I bought a new Dreamcast. We finished it, and we were not sober at all. You beat it drunk. Even better, even more impressive. Sucks that your Dreamcast died, though. Man, that's a good memory, though, having that game when it came out. Like, Dreamcast is the system the first system I ever owned on my own. It wasn't my brother's, it wasn't my family owned, it was just mine, all mine. But I never played a lot of the games back then. Back then I had NBA 2Ks, NHL, NFL 2Ks, I had Gauntlet Legends, Sega Bass Fishing, Nightmare Creatures 2. Those were the games I grew up playing on Dreamcast. But now I'm like able to play so many more that I never got a chance to. I mine them. Rome is up. Oh, for sure, GDP. Yeah, Nintendo's quality control is the best. I said all their first party games that come out are just well polished and bangers. Like they don't mess around with that. Like they have to bang or they aren't coming out. You don't see that with Xbox and PlayStation. Like they will, and the big developers, they don't care. Like there's glitches and stuff's unfinished, as long as they sell the game. Oh, we can always patch it later, you know. And then half the time they don't even do it. This part's hard. Shoot, we're gonna hit the cars that are in the middle of the river. This track's really cool though. Listen to the music too, music's good. Hey, this is an underrated Dreamcast game. for sure. Purposely not hitting, so wait, I gotta hit that jump. Don't want to go over all the jumps because they do slow me down sometimes. Let's just go around here. I don't know if I like this game or Splashdown more though. Splashdown 1 on the PS2 is really good. Both decent. There's music. Like, what a cool track. Shoot, we almost didn't make the checkpoint. Usually when you patch a game, it just opens up a whole new bag of bigs. Whole new bag of bugs. I know exactly. They, yeah, then there's something else they gotta fix or something else. That's why they gotta really iron them out day one. Like, I don't know. If I were gonna put out a game, especially if I were a big developer putting out a game, even an indie one, you want to iron it out. Have a lot of testing, game testing. Make sure that there's something there that's not gonna like really ruin the game. Waiting on Metroid Prime 4. Oh yeah. Hey, we got Metroid Dread. That was freaking amazing. Trick Style? Oh yeah, I have that game. So that's a good one? That's good. I haven't played it yet. I got it. I got a brand new copy of it for $10. Yeah, it was like Trick Style and it looked cool. I didn't know much about it, but said I will pretty much buy any Dreamcast game. Especially if it's cheap. Like if it's $10 or less, like yeah, I'll take it. Like whatever. I'll play it. Oh, this is the one with that freaking big ass jump there, okay. Oh shoot, hang on, let me retire that one. Let me try that again. I looked down for a second. Cyberpunk, oh my goodness, that... Yeah, sometimes it isn't their fault, sometimes they are rushed to put things out, and like, sometimes the fans can be impatient too. Cyberpunk, I got that, I had that day one, but I didn't play it till like months. I waited months to play it because I knew they were going to update some of the game. So I waited and waited patiently. I was like, you know what, I'll wait. I heard that the game isn't running well right away, so I waited. Played it on a base Xbox One, and it worked fine. I got some really funny glitches in my playthrough, but I like Cyberpunk. I think it's a really good game, an impressive open world city to look at, but it could have been one of the most amazing games ever if it was like what we all thought it was going to be. But you know, at least they took the time to fix some of it, and now it's very playable if you want to play the game. I definitely recommend Cyberpunk to those who haven't played it. It's a good game. Trick Style is pretty fun. Oh, the Alien game? Yeah, you said that game was shit. Wait, am I doing the first one again? Oh, shoot. I gotta do the first 2 tracks again if I retire? That was my bad, guys. Sorry about that. I thought retiring meant I just do that one track over again. Oh, we could run through these again. It's more practice anyways. I think the hardest part about the second heats though is like the time. Like I always seem to run out of time. I think that I remember that being my biggest issue with this game is that you always run out of time no matter how good you do. Some games are just completely rushed out, and it's unfortunate. See, I'm not even gonna make the time here. I hit one little thing, I'm not gonna make the time. That's crazy. The other characters in this don't have to make time, you know, because they'll be behind you, and you're just barely making the time. Alright, so you can't hit anything here. That's why this game's hard. You can't make even one mistake in a race, and you won't make time. Let alone beating all the other racers, you gotta make the time. So we'll try and get to the second heats again. Actually, hang on. I'm going to look at the manual just to see if there's controls. Yeah, the Diablo Immortal pisses me off. I won't ever support... I don't like phone games to begin with. I don't play them, but that's bullshit. That stupid monetization crap that they do now in every freaking game. It's very sickening. It's very sad. Like, it gives current gaming a bad name, bad rep. More visibility on that now. Yeah, for sure, McTroll. Yeah, it's got to be said that there probably were a lot of games that were rushed back in the day. Hell, for all I know, this game could have been rushed out. But there's more transparency with it. And now, all right. I'm just looking to look for the controls. See if there's a little mechanic that I might not know. Yeah, there's a dash move. There's a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. Jumps using waves. Yeah, there's not much. It's all about just pushing the analog stick at the right time. Let me see. Doing bad here. I'm just trying some things. I'm not gonna make the time here. Right now we're cruising. It takes him a while to get his top speed going. I think we were Miku or whatever before. She was doing pretty good for us. Maybe I'll switch characters. Yeah, let's just switch. Yeah, same here, GDP. That's I love just like right now. I can just throw whatever I want into my Dreamcast and just play it. Maybe it'll be Kate because her acceleration's a little bit better. Actually, his is. Let's be Matt. You just throw them in, play the game, no updating. So many games update day one now. After taking like 2 hours to install. They even have that voice talk over in the game like Wave Race does. But you can't beat that lady that talks in Wave Race. So you're hitting too many waves there. There we go, there we go. I need to press up on the joystick like the right time. I'm coming off of waves and jumps to keep some speed going. There we go, there we go. It's just 2 laps, so it's not too bad. Yeah, this is not an easy game to master, that's for sure. Hey! How did they get find me so fast? There we go. No, no! Yeah, I mean they do try to complicate things too much today. It's just like I love like modern games, like for real. I mean they're amazing, but it's just all the microtransactions and stuff that ruins it. And it's kind of taken the passion out of it. And nowadays you see companies just putting out the same games over and over again, like, oh, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, let's just make, one every year. Because, they sell. I mean, they're good. I'm not saying that they're bad games, they just, they see what sells and they're just going to keep making more of that. And not try, like, new things, Like, there's less of that. That's why Nintendo puts out the best exclusives for sure, because they, I don't know, they always make sure those games are going to be good. How am I not winning this race? There we go. Bring back the 360 dashboard. That thing was great. I love the 360. Assassin's Creed. You loved Assassin's Creed in its first cycle. Yeah, like I said, I like Assassin's Creed stuff. I just think they put it out every year almost. But now they've been kind of slowing down a little bit. It's just an example of how companies put out the same kind of games over and over again. It's not like knocking those games. Like, I like some Call of Duty games. I loved Assassin's Creed Origins. I can't say they aren't good or I don't like them. I'm just, it's just like an example of what goes on. So some Call of Duties are pretty fun, but I don't generally play those as a rule. Has to be a certain Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed that kind of piques my interest to want to. So I feel like I don't need to play every single one unless I'm like a huge fan of the series. Nice music here. You played Creed until 3, then it became Call of Duty, just releasing one every year. Yeah. I played a little bit of the first 2 Assassin's Creed. Oh no, the first Assassin's Creed. I kind of liked what I played of it, the first one. I played a little bit of Black Flag, and then I played all of Origins. Like, I have Black Flag, I just have barely touched it. Maybe one day I could stream through it. We could play it. I like the setting of the pirate setting. Dang, I should have tried that. That was my fault. Ooh, we just barely got that checkpoint. And now we don't have time to get the next one. Eight seconds. Come on. Oh, we made it, barely. The new cycle of Assassin's Creed is good. It's like you're saying, like, mid Assassin's Creed is pretty bad. Like, I mean, the I don't know if it's Valhalla, the one before that, whatever that one's called, like like the Greek setting, I think it was. Like, that one looked cool. Origins was just, when that was coming out, I was like, oh cool, Assassin's Creed game that takes place in like Egypt, where you get to like see like pyramids and stuff. Like I thought that was a really cool setting. It looked different to me, so that's why I picked that up. And I love that game. I put a lot of time into Origins. And that game came out right when I started streaming in YouTube. I played it. If they pushed out Mario every year, wouldn't have that magic. Oh yeah, no, I'm glad they don't do Mario every year. Like 1 or 2 mainline Mario games on each Nintendo system is fine. I want one more main Mario game on the Switch. Just one more. Whether it's Odyssey 2, a brand new thing, or like another like 2D side-scrolling Mario, like the new Super Mario Brothers series or something. I'd be completely fine with that. Like they don't need to put out another Metroid, another Luigi's Mansion. Like they put really quality ones already. That's fine. Wait till the next system. Yeah, I think there's a way to do some tricks, like barrel rolls and stuff, but they only... I don't know what they would do for you in the race. Because there's like a trick mode where you're supposed to get points off of doing tricks. But yeah, there's a couple tricks you can do. Amazing water effects. Yeah, I bet they do. So this one's not too bad. Echo the Dolphin. Yeah, you recommended that one to me a while ago. So that's a good one on the Dreamcast. I've never played that one. I played a little bit of the Sega Genesis one in like in a store back in the day, I think. Because I never owned that. Yeah, Echo the Dolphins. Water effects aren't bad in this game, but Wave Race was just way ahead of its time with the water effects. You have to hit this jump. And then you gotta start turning so you don't hit that wall. This one's cool because is this like the Amazon River? That's why it's all dark. Don't get eaten by a crocodile. So you wouldn't want to swim in this water. Oh shoot. See, let them say you hit one thing, everybody passes you. And then you might not make the checkpoint. This game is not forgiving. We gotta finish top 3 to continue this. They bang into the gate too. It's pretty inevitable that you're gonna bang into that gate. Alright. I'll take second place here. Slowing down mightily here. Shoot. Oh no, we might not make it now. Damn, we gotta try it again. Yeah, so Dreamcast did better than any other system. Except maybe, I heard the Neo Geo is good for like arcade stuff too, but I've never played a Neo Geo, unfortunately. But yeah, the arcade feel for these games is just superb. Wow, so if I fail, I have to start all over again? Oh no, this is a different course, never mind. We're in Manhattan here, look at this. Statue of Liberty. Yeah, but not only does Dreamcast have a lot of arcadey-like games like this, but they have a lot of really good, just quality games that aren't that aren't even arcadey. Hey look, it's the Titanic, or maybe it's the Queen Mary. Looks more like the Queen Mary, but which I know is not New York. Shoot. Oh yeah, this is pretty hard, dude. They get to finish in the top 3 overall throughout the heats to move on. That's what it is. Empire State Building straight ahead there it was. Along the Hudson River. Yeah, this is a tough track here. Again, this music. Can I turn up this music? It's so good. Neo Geo's arcades. You can literally put the carts into the Neo Geo cabinets. That's insane. So that's why it's captures that feeling. Some carts are $1,200, and that's just for the cart. Wow. So that's an expensive system. I don't think I'll ever be buying one of those to buy games for, unless retro game prices dip sometime, which I really hope they do, because the prices are astronomical. It's just so dumb. Jack, you have the Echo the Dolphin on the Dreamcast, on the Sega Compilation on PS2. Nice. Yeah, I've always wanted to kind of try one of those for real, like Echo the Dolphin games. If I'm gonna get one, it's probably gonna be the Dreamcast one, in all honesty. Especially since GDP's talking so highly of it. It's gotta be good then. I wouldn't say Echo the Dolphin's a high on my list of wanted games for the Genesis, but maybe one day I'll get it on there too, for that version of it. Dude, these turns here. Whew. Music like this makes me wish I was playing Snowboard Kids. Oh, I really want that game. I really, really want Snowboard Kids. Like, if there's ever a game that's just gonna make me flat out super happy, it's playing Snowboard Kids. That game always made me happy as a kid, but I'm gonna have the biggest nostalgia rush if I ever play Snowboard Kids again. It'll be like overwhelming. Michael, nice to see you, man. Long time no see. How you doing, my friend? How are me and my lady? We're doing great. We're doing great. She's at work right now. How you been, Michael? Couple months away from Zeroween. We're like, yeah, wow, we're only like 4 months away from Zeroween. Holy crap. Neo Geo in the box because it's worth so much money, yeah. If I get a Neo Geo, I definitely would get a used one and just play it, man. I'd enjoy it. Alright. Second heat. So this is where I failed last time, too. And you guys can kind of vote for what we play next. Do you guys want to see... I got 3 games here I'm kind of thinking about playing here. Do you guys want to see Virtua Tennis? Because we can do a series in that. Do you guys want to see me play Fighting Force 2? I've never played this game. We could start this game today. Or do you want to see me fail and try a season in Monaco Grand Prix? This game's really hard. So I'll put those 3 out there. If anybody has any say in what I play next on stream here, just throw it in the chat. If anybody has a vote on any of those 3 games. If not, I'll just pick one myself and then we go from there. So we'll probably do a couple more Dreamcast games today. Didn't even know they made a second Fighting Force. Yeah, apparently, right? I played some of the first one on N64, but yeah, this one, it's funny because I got I think it was last year, I got a Dreamcast bundle off eBay because I needed a new Dreamcast because my old one has been like, it's just dying. It's like scratching the discs and everything, so I bought a bundle of a new system, a couple new controllers, memory cards, and then he threw in 8 games as well, and only one of them I had. Like, that's how I got Code Veronica, that's how I got Fighting Force 2, several other games. That's how I got Soul Calibur. And I just jumped on it when I saw it because I was like, oh my gosh, this is a great deal. Because Dreamcast games obviously aren't cheap. Neither is just the system with, you know, working controllers and memory, like VMUs and all that. I got a couple games I had never heard of on Dreamcast. Still waiting to play those. One of them is called Draconis, Cult of the Worm. I don't even know what that is, but it's probably going to be pretty fun. Another one's called Heavy Metal Geomatrix, which is like a 3D fighting game, I think, made by Capcom with like heavy metal music in it. So that's probably fun. Fighting Force was really supposed to be Streets of Rage 4. Really? And they just scrapped it, like, oh, let's just make a new game, new IP. That's funny. Well, now look, we got a Streets of Rage 4. What's up, Vorpal? Welcome in, man. Nice to see you. Doing some Dreamcast today. Cannon Spike, I have not. What is that one? Is that a Dreamcast game? I've heard of most Dreamcast games by now, but if that's one, I have not heard of that one. Like, there's plenty of games I really want on Dreamcast. They're just really pricey. Tons of horror games. But all in all, I'm very grateful and happy for the Dreamcast games I have. Like, I got some really good games here, and I said I'm pretty lucky to be able to play them. You know, barely made that checkpoint. I think there's a shortcut over here. Yeah, there is a shortcut. But when I crash like that, it doesn't matter. Yeah, only 5 seconds to make the next one. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're in last place. And time's up. For Dreamcast. Capcom mashup shooter game? Like a shmup? They couldn't get the rights to Streets of Rage, they just made Fighting Force. That's funny. Power Stone, yeah, I heard those are good. I'm gonna look up this Cannon Spike game. There's a shooter, there's a shmup I want on Dreamcast. The one I want the most is Mars Matrix. Have you guys heard of that one? I've never played it, but it looks really good. But it's like $150 plus game. It's insane. That's like one of those I gotta save up for if I'm really serious about getting it. Hang on, I'm gonna look up. What was I gonna look up? Oh yeah, it's Cannon Spike. Yeah, Power Stone looked good. Fortunately, Soul Calibur's the only fighter I have on Dreamcast right now. I want to get more RPGs for Dreamcast too. I only have Evolution. I want to get Evolution 2. I want to get like Grandia 2. Time Stalkers is the one I probably want the most right now. Alright, where is... eBay? Okay, I'm looking up this Cannon Spike, guys. Sorry. Just give me a second here. Oh, you guys already know. I always look up stuff here. Power Stone. Cannon Spike. Dreamcast. So, holy shit. Well, I'm not going to be getting Cannon Spike anytime soon. It's like a $400 to $500 game. Oh. As GDP says, wish gaming never got popular. These prices are getting out of hand. Back when I beat games in the 90s, you were outcast loser. I know. Back when you used to, like, nobody wanted these games, like, back in the day. These old games, they were, like, dirt cheap. So I wish I got into collecting and streaming just a little bit earlier. Or not, I shouldn't say collecting, because it's like, I wish I got into buying more games from my library. As you guys know, I don't like to use the word collecting when I'm not just collecting them. You know, I'm not putting them on a shelf just to be there for all eternity. I plan on playing these games. But yeah, I get that. Like, it's very trendy now, and it's like popular to be into the retro games, or just to be into gaming in general. I mean, it's good in the sense that means video games aren't going anywhere, you know. But at the same time, yeah, it's bringing up the price on everything else. Fortunately, there's very few best kept secrets for gaming anymore. I think this is a track I couldn't get by. Like, the second heats just get so hard in this game. Oh, they're all hitting. We're in third. So we can't hit anything. Here we go, here we go. Now we're in first. Sometimes I would miss the checkpoint when I'm in first. That just shows you how rough the times are in this game. I remember doing that last time I played this. So you can be in first place cruising, and like you're still like 10 seconds from even hitting the checkpoint. It's like, how? Man, that's a tough turn there. Alright, pretty good. We're gonna make the first lap here. If we have another run like that, we might get by this level. You always slow down going through this cave. Almost hit that. Because there's just a lot of waves here. And this is all about making the time, because look at this. Slows you down so much. Shoot. We have to get through here too to cut off some time. There we go. 5 seconds, my goodness. Oh! That was close. We're not going to make the next one. Look at this, I'm in first place, and I can't even come close to making the checkpoints. And now I'm in 6th because I lost. But disc only is significantly cheaper unless that game just went up in general. Yeah, it might have gone up. I think it's probably because it's more rare now. The copies I were seeing were in the hundreds, like $400 to $500. I'm like, when it comes to disc systems too, guys, I don't like to get just the disc. Like, I want the case, at least. For Dreamcast, I want my games complete, like, with the manual and artwork and everything. Which I know can be very pricey, some of them, but when it comes to, like, cart systems, like N64, Genesis, like, I'll get, even Super Nintendo, I'll get the carts, NES, and if I can, I'll get reproduction boxes for the Sega Genesis ones. But most of the stuff I have is, a lot of the stuff I have is complete. I have a lot of complete stuff here. This game without a case. Or people that borrow said disc and use it for a coaster. Yeah. I know, once I'm done using any of my disc games, they go right back in the case. My brothers used to leave their discs outside of the cases, and it like drive me crazy. It wasn't even my game. I'd be putting it back for them. I'm like, put it in the case. Sometimes they put the disc on top of the case that it belongs to. I'm like, why? Dynamite Cop, yeah, I've heard of that one. People say that's a good one. Also pretty pricey. That's the problem again with Dreamcast. It's a great system, my favorite, but damn, it's a lot of its games are so expensive now. But I'm gonna look at some like I want to get maybe one more horror game for the Dreamcast in time for Zeroween, but they're all very pricey. I do have Dino Crisis though. I have not played that one yet. That came in that bundle too. So maybe we'll do that one in October. Dino Crisis looks pretty good. I also need to finish Code Veronica too, but game's hard as hell. But these games are not easy. I don't think I'll ever beat this game because there's no room for error. I said I'll be. See that right there? Just a couple bangs there. Means I probably won't make a checkpoint on the second lap. I'm calling it now. Yet I'm in first place, cruising. This game just requires an absurd run to beat these stages here in the second heats. I'm gonna pull off there. So you can't really turn in midair there. Look at that. I couldn't turn until I slowed all the way down. That turn probably screws us too. If I can figure out how to do that turn better, it might save some time. Here we go. Vorpal says, I love these jet ski games. Yeah, they're always fun. I love the Wave Race ones and Splashdown. Jet Moto on PS1? I have not. Jet Moto, is that a good one? I look for hardware EMU solutions nowadays and only pick up games I can only get physically or have a strong affinity for. Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, games that you can only get physically, you know, that's another thing, a reason to get the physical ones. The games I get digitally are usually the ones I can only get digitally. So everything else I try to get physically. That's just me. I know it's like, it can be pricey, but I just love having physical media, physical games. I love having them displayed on my shelf. It's inspiring to have, you know, games on my shelf here and just look and be like, you know, it inspires me more to play games and to get more and to stream more and just talk about games more. But Jet Moto, I'm going to put Jet Moto down on my list. I transferred my list now to my phone. I have a notepad app now, guys. I'm updating my technology here. Going from pen and paper to a notepad app on the phone. I'm going to write down Jet Moto for PS1 here. Hang on, let me just put that in there. See, oh, here's my Dreamcast list. Like, Skies of Arcadia is one obviously I really want. Legacy of Kain, Rayman 2, Record of Lodos War, Mars Matrix, of course, Carriers, a lot of games on there. Jet Moto. Jet Moto, there we go, saved. Sword of the Berserk, yeah, that's supposed to be a good one. That's not, I don't know how pricey that one is. Is that even on my Dreamcast list? I think it is. Somewhere on there. Silver I heard was decent. Alright. So we'll pause there. That way I can just jot down the recommendations right on my list. I put on my phone now, so that way if I'm out at a game shop or something, you know, I can be like, oh yeah, I was looking for this game, that's right. Even though a lot of those games on that list I'll probably never own, but it's good to have an idea of what you might be looking for if you can get it for cheap. Because you never know. So look at this, even the computer's struggling to make these times. I'm in first place, and I'm not going to make the checkpoint. Brutal. This game is so brutal. Try it again. I think some of it might come down to that big jump that we do. I mean, it's cool that you have a track here on Niagara Falls. I mean, the track design in this game's really good. But they just needed to, I don't know, they need to calm down the timer here. It's just not enough time. It's like you can pretty much race flawlessly and be like 10-15 seconds away from the checkpoints in first place. My rule is if you're in first place, there's no way you should be missing any checkpoints. You know, realistically, right? Because it means you're going faster than everybody else. You're doing good. So how is it that you're missing a checkpoint? So that little stumble right there might cost me the second or two. I'm gonna try this shortcut over here too. There we go. Maybe I gotta do that both times as well. Kind of a tough turn to get through there. There we go. I mean, we're doing really good. See that right there? I can't turn right there. Like you just go into like a lock. Like your character just locks, goes straight. And that's it. Alright, so we have 50 seconds to make the next checkpoint here. Might not be enough time. Because you, as I said, you always slow down going through here. Even if we make this checkpoint, we'll probably miss the next one. It's all coming back to me now. I remember last time we played this last year, we were like, we couldn't get by this level. This is just the first track in like the second heat or whatever. Or second track or something like that. So you hit these waves and you just slow down. I'm trying to hold. And then they give you no time to make the next checkpoint. Look how good I'm racing too. I'm not hitting anything. You even got the shortcut off flawlessly. Castlevania Resurrection, was that like a canceled Dreamcast game? Sonya Belmont or Castlevania Legends? Oh man. They didn't do that. Imagine a good Castlevania game on Dreamcast? That'd have been sick. Alright, one more try. I don't think I can do this though. Difficulty 2 stars, yeah, right. Yeah, I'm sure they have playable beta for all those like unreleased games. Have you guys been to Niagara Falls? I have. It's pretty overwhelming. Like Niagara Falls, like Empire State Building, Grand Canyon, those are just some pretty like breathtaking things that you can see here in the States. Just to name a few. Although I saw Niagara Falls from the Canadian side, which is the better side actually to see it on. Again, I'm gonna go after this. There we go. See, I don't know what more this game wants from me. So yeah, I think of this. I might have mentioned it last time I played this game, but I probably would have enjoyed this game a lot more if there wasn't timer on it. See that? I can't do that turn. You can't turn. I'm holding over as hard as I can. You don't turn until you almost hit the wall there. Down there. I don't get that. Because Wave Race they had, you know, you raced and then there were the buoys. You couldn't miss too many buoys, which I like that. Here it's just like, I don't know, they gotta just take the timer out of this game. At least make it a separate mode, because it just makes the game way too hard. It should just be a race. Checkpoint gives it the arcade feel, but man, you'd be pumping in a lot of quarters in this game. Oh. New York. New York's great. New York City's awesome. Metro. Unreleased Resident Evil Game Boy Color. It's so bad that it's amazing. That's great. You never been to the States before, Jack? Oh yeah, there's a lot to see. I mean, it depends where you go. I guess. I mean, I haven't seen everything there is to see over here, but I drove across the country. I got to see a lot of cool things, and I've lived in 3 different states now. Grand Canyon is something you should see though, because it is just like words, pictures, videos don't do it justice. You see it in person, it is unbelievable. Like it's beyond anything you can imagine. Like I had no idea the Grand Canyon was as big as it was when I went to see it. It took my breath away. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. Like I knew it was big, but I didn't think it was that big. You have a physical copy, then released one? That's cool. It's just so bad though. I've never been to England, Jack. I would like to go to England too. And there's a lot of countries I'd like to visit, but traveling's so dangerous these days. For more reasons than just COVID, you know. Human trafficking is actually something that scares the shit out of me. trying to hit this at a different angle. There we go. See? I think we gotta take that turn there. But we're not gonna make it, we don't have enough time now. Mount Rushmore? I haven't seen Mount Rushmore. But that's not that big, right? It's not like huge. It's big, but it's not like a huge giant mountain. Empire State Building is pretty crazy too, because that's so tall. Albuquerque, New Mexico is a pretty cool place. How did we get on human trafficking? I'm talking about how dangerous it is to travel these days. Not only because of COVID, but you know, it's things like human trafficking that are just like freaking scary.
3, 2, 1, go! Welcome to Niagara Falls, one of the 3 largest falls in the world. Are you ready to go off the edge? Do you want to experience it? Right. Okay, man, do it.
Exactly, GDP, yeah, exactly, like, it's freaking, can't stand that shit. Just evil people. Dude, I can't even, like, freaking... I can't do this. This is so hard. I think I'm racing good. The timer tells me otherwise. Like, I want to see somebody freaking beat this. There's the shortcut. Yeah, I mean, traveling is like I want to travel more, yeah, for sure. I'm also terrified to get on an airplane, but... Alright, there we go. We gotta hit it at that angle, and then I have a chance to cut out maybe a few seconds here. Alright, this is probably gonna be our best time yet. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be this run. I gotta hit the I gotta hit this cave well, and then I gotta do the shortcut without any flaws, and then I gotta freaking do that big jump, just like I did it now. Maybe we can beat this. These waves in here just really slow you down. Alright, we should hit this checkpoint. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Get some speed, save some time. There we go. Good shortcut. Come on, game. I'm doing as good as I possibly can. Are you serious? I didn't even make... gas? Unleaded? Oh, it's I think it's 639 or something like that. Yeah, it said traveling's super expensive. If you're driving anywhere or going anywhere, you know, you got hotels, food, Exchange rates are different for each country too, you don't know. Drove to Florida? Oh yeah. Yeah, gas is like $6.39 I think here. That's what it has been. Some places out here it's like $9, almost $10, so absolutely insane. Alright, I think I've had enough of this game. I can't beat this. See, I mean, I really can't give a better try than what I just did right there. There's not much I can do. Cruel game. Fun game, but very cruel. So imagine how hard the finals are. They probably give you like 5 seconds between checkpoints. I'm gonna see if there's a way to turn off the timer. Nope. Time attack. See, that should be where the timer comes in or something, you know? Tricks and techniques. There's a versus battle mode. Championships, my gosh, this game's so hard. Alright, let's go do it for Surf Rocket Racers.